Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Uncharted North collab. My name is Gabe, and today we're going to be playing Duality, a brand new RPG from MimicsNMisfits. If we could, let's go around the table and introduce everyone, and then have Duality's creator tell us all about this game. So first off, I'm Gabe. I was the host of Interparty Conflict and hopefully more projects in the future. I've also done several collabs with Uncharted North. If you're listening to this, you probably know who I am or something, I hope. But next up, let's go to Freeman. Tell us who you are.
Oh, hello, everyone. I'm sure you know me as the Frosty Canadian. That's the GM of Stemming the Tide on Uncharted North and the co-host of Encounter This. Been at this podcasting thing for almost, I feel like it's coming up in 5 years now. As of this release, it probably will be 5 years. Obviously we've been friends with Gabe for a while now, and I'm very excited to do yet another collab. I want to keep them going.
Awesome. Next up, James.
Hi, I'm James. I'm also from Uncharted North. Freeman and I started Encounter This together, so I am naturally the other half of whatever that beast is turned into by this point. Excited to be here. I'm so pumped to play a game made by somebody in our little niche community. Really cool.
Yeah, this is really cool. Next up, Cam.
Hi, I'm Cam. I'm with Uncharted North. I'm very excited to play a system that can be two wolves inside me. So,
all right.
Yeah, looking forward to that a lot.
There you go. And on that note, finally, Matt, tell us about yourself and then tell us about Duality.
All right, so I am Matt, he, him. I am the owner, producer, and wearer of far too many hats over at MimicsNMisfits, a tabletop streaming and gaming company group. We don't really know. We're still working on what exactly everything is.
Syndicate.
Yeah, okay. All right, perfect. We're a crime syndicate now.
Do you mean you and all of your other personalities?
Yeah, kind of me and like the one other person. I have a PR person who keeps me in line, which is exactly what I need in life. Shout out to Cherie. She does an amazing job. Today we're playing Duality. It is a 2d6 based system with fail-forward mechanics that has been in development since December of last year. This is our first recorded playtest of the game. That is like exciting. Actual people. So congratulations on being actual people.
I'm actual people.
Finally. You're actual people. I made it,
Mom.
I'm ChatGPT.
I finally achieved something in life.
There you go. There you go. Today's adventure is focused on a cyberpunk and fantasy crossover. The ultra basics of the game is that your character has the ability to move between two different worlds. Why? Well, that could be any number of things. The answer we have is among infinite worlds, anomalies are bound to occur. A grain of sand in the cosmic machine. Your ability to shift worlds is just that. A glitch, ethereal travel, soul projection. This phenomenon has gone by many names and will go by many more. Crossing between worlds is right at the core of what Duality is, and as a player character, you have this ability. How it appears and is described varies between modules and at storyteller discretion. One thing is certain, though, while you possess an extraordinary trait throughout infinite anomalies, you are not alone.
Cool.
How mysterious.
That's foreshadowing, listeners.
So it's worth mentioning here. It's funny, as I know Cam and Matt, you've known each other for some time now.
Sometime is accurate, yes.
Yeah. I don't. I'm terrible. I keep seeing this thing going around social media that's like, "How did you discover this person?" And I'm like, I don't remember. I have trauma.
Oh no.
I do know how we met. It was in Inspired Incompetence's Discord. I don't remember when, because I also have trauma in chronological order. It doesn't exist for me. But yeah, that was how we met. And then we started talking more, and I showed up on your stream, you showed up on my stream, and we just became friends.
Yeah. And it's been great.
Pretty cool.
Oh, hell
This
yeah.
is the first time I've had a voice conversation with Matt myself. I don't know anyone else, but
Yeah. I've met Matt through Cam actually. We were in a another collab a few months ago, and
Okay.
and we were both members of that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think Freeman, you might be the only person here I haven't gamed with, because I got to do a charity
yeah.
game with James.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
So if there's any chemistry between Matt and I, it's Kismet.
There you go.
No build up.
And if there's
no
not,
build up at all.
if anything goes wrong, it's all Freeman's fault.
Yep.
This is
Matt,
probably
you're gonna
true.
fit in
This
great.
is probably
You're gonna
true.
fit in great. You're already.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we it's worth mentioning too that we're kind of doing 2 episodes here, and the first one we're going to do is the pre-gen. You call it like module or adventure for Duality. Is that right?
Yes. So the first adventure we're running is the Cyberpunk Fantasy crossover. It is available on our website, mimicsandmisfits.com/duality, where you can snag a copy, updated with our latest rules after some playtesting. And most importantly, there is a feedback form. And if there's anything that you do and don't like, please fill out the feedback form so I can make the game better.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
No, I love the idea of like just somehow like you're kind of blending 2 separate genres as you go, but like they're also separate from each other. I'm really interested to see how that plays out. I'm super curious. So we're gonna stumble through this first episode because we kind of don't have our heads around how the game flows. We definitely haven't mastered the rules. Not even Matt has mastered the rules. He says
That is accurate. I have actually run this adventure 3-4 times, and it's a surprise every time. Everybody, just like any tabletop game, your game plan never survives the players. So I'm excited to see what you all break and what needs adjusting.
Yeah, we're going to stumble through this pre-gen one, and then Matt's done a sort of custom one for us that we'll do in the second episode, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more flow in our presentation for that once we've stumbled through this one. So
your datapad chimes as a new job comes in. The heads at Vardalox Cybernetics want you and your crew on board to recover an advanced cybernetic leg enhancement. Something yet to be released to the market, it was stolen 3 days ago. Security footage attached to the message highlights the markings of a local crime syndicate, the Draconic Brotherhood. Led by a woman known as the Dragon, her underground bar is known to be crawling with guards, gang members, and some of the seediest folks in Neo Eternus. Your crew has been chosen for your unique ability to skip worlds. Perhaps whatever's on the other side is easier to navigate. 5,000 credits ahead says for you to get the job done. Would you like to introduce your character?
I will be playing Rio Mahini, and they go by they, them. They are bald with an intricate lines of tattoos that faintly glow. The tattoos are digital in this world, and their eyes are a striking purple. A lot of earrings and nose rings, and you can tell they have a slight and slender build, and they look at the data pad and just go, well, I guess they need a leg up on the competition, and we'll go ahead and immediately...
God damn it, Kim.
You can't tee me up like that and not expect me to just knock it out.
I know.
And so I'll look down at my data pad and make a couple of hand gestures to begin sending out summons to my different crewmates. And I think I'm going to send the first one to Freeman with a meeting to meet us at our favorite bar, Pear Wasp.
Pear Wasp?
Instead of Applebee's, yes.
Nice.
I did not get it. That is a strange combo of words you just threw at me.
Oh, if I had done Fig Wasp, that would have been better. Yeah.
That would be better, but it's canon.
It's part of a franchise. I message you back and say, no, I don't like. They don't let me in Pear Wasp anymore. Let's go to Fig Wasp.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
So we're going to Fig Wasp. All right, so showing up at the the front saloon doors of Fig Wasp is a character who lifts his trilby that is cringily pulled down over his eyes to double check the name on the front of the business to make sure he's actually at the right one. He's not going back to pair. And he waltzes in, and he's kind of average in all respects. Average height, average build, average everything. And he's just wearing simple clothes, and he's probably one of the few people you would ever see, at least in this group, that's not really cyberpunked out. He's wearing very simple clothes. Doesn't really have any obvious electronics on him or body modifications. He walks with a sort of confidence, but like, you know, trying to avoid everybody, like acting like he belongs everywhere, but definitely never really engaging anyone if he can help it. And his name is Po' Boy McGillicuddy. And he always has on hand, on his belt, a bottle that has like this really kind of like old school New Orleans like style, like on like a Peychaud's bitters bottle, like iconography and artwork, and it just says in big old letters, Dr. McGillicuddy's size surprise. At the very bottom in small print.
Not proud of that one.
A homemade tonic, she says. He always has his tonic on hand, and he waltzes in towards, what was it, Rio Mahini?
Yep.
Are you sitting at a table or the bar?
I'm definitely sitting at a table just so we have a little bit of privacy.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I am sitting at the bar at first until we all get there, and then we'll go find a table.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so I'll waltz up to the table, and the bartender comes over, and I just wave him away. I don't drink anything other than my homemade tonic. Well, and water. Everyone needs water.
I see you haven't changed a bit.
No, I have not.
You could have at least ordered a water to be polite.
I'm not gonna make the guy work for nothing.
Stingy as always.
I was about to say, your character, the bartender looks at you and just tell you're not the kind of person that tips at a restaurant and walks away.
The trilby
Rio,
gives it away.
Yeah.
Rio, you know the only thing I tip is the front of my trilby.
God.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a long 2 hours. Buckle in.
So what's the deal? Why are we here? Are we waiting for the rest of the gang? Do I even know the rest of the gang?
Yes, I would like to wait for the rest of the crew to arrive.
Assuming everyone got an invite, James and Gabe, who do you think would show up first? Who's going to be on time?
I would say probably not me. I would probably be a little bit late for reasons I will get to in a moment, I guess.
Okay. All right, James.
I would imagine that Seven shows up exactly on time. They have this demeanor of having important and better places to be all of the time. They seem constantly busy and hunched and just never, almost frenetic. Like their being is best described as frenetic. Any semblance of gender has been long since stripped away by this techno-organic virus that possesses the majority of their skin, and it manifests as like these metallic, shiny blue pustules. What little skin is left is pale, and they have like this shaggy, black, greasy hair that hangs down over their eyes a good chunk of the time, and are just annoyed at having to be here.
Is the fear that Seven is going to walk into Big Bees? What the fuck do we call this place?
Big wasp.
Big wasp.
Big Wasp.
It's not difficult.
Is the fear that Seven's gonna walk into Fig Wasp and have some little kid be like, "It's a Bebop and Blueberry"?
I think their fear is that any moment they're not spent on trying to cure their disease is another moment they're closer in the grave.
Fair. All right, and Gabe,
Your
as
character's so much more dramatic than mine is.
Wait till we get to the next game, but
So my character's name is Proxy White, the last name being a nickname because he's a short, stocky old man with long braided white hair. And he probably gets the call while he's in his garage working on something. He's hammering something, welding something, and he's got music blaring out of one speaker. He's got news blaring out of another speaker, so he doesn't notice the notification come through on his cyber tablet, whatever. And once he realizes it, he sees the call. He sees what time it is. He starts grabbing all his stuff, pulls on his jacket over his tool belt, pulls a gadget off the counter, shoves it in one pocket, grabs another gadget off another shelf, puts it in another pocket, then realizes he doesn't have his keys. His keys are in some other pocket. He starts rifling through, and then just shrugs, leaves some stuff behind, leaves a trail of bits and bobs as he hurries out of the garage. Eventually arrives at Pear Wasp.
Fig Wasp.
And Fig Wasp.
You went
Sorry,
to
Fig
the
Wasp.
wrong place.
That's
That's why you're late. Now you're extra late.
There you go. And he sits down at the table and actually pulls out food he brought from home from another pocket and starts munching on that. And when the server comes over, he says, "No thanks, I'm all set."
Rio just cringes at everyone in their crew, remembering why it's been so long since they've done a job together and why they can't take them anywhere in public.
Kicking yourself for not remembering. Don't meet in a bar with these guys.
Yeah. Just go to the park. Just go to the park.
Just go to the park.
So,
Oh God.
I've gathered you all here today for a job, and I know you're all busy. I know you have your own things to do. And Seven, I do appreciate you showing up. I invited you because I believe that this job could hold some answers to your problems, in that we will be retrieving a cybernetic leg, an advanced one. And so if the disease were to progress too far, perhaps you could replace your own leg with one of these to at least buy you some more time. The job pays well. It would be 5,000 credits. We would be working for the Varlatox cybernetics. I don't know if any of you have any complications with that, but at the moment, this just seems like a good way to keep us all in the black, as it were.
In the black. Right. Will it be a long job?
I tragically did not do my usual preparation for this job and instead rapidly invited you all in the name of keeping the story moving and not having you all sit around for 30 minutes despite it going against my character.
So have you actually replied that you accepted the job?
No, I wanted to make sure that my crew would take it first.
Okay.
So I don't know how much they would have given me to actually prep before accepting the job, because, you know, information security is probably a very real thing. So they probably didn't give me like the actual footage or any of that to do any actual preparation, just to save face a little bit here. But yeah.
Oh yeah, the security footage. The security footage that you're provided is literally just a zoomed in image. Two of the people's shoulders, and on it you can see a red dragon with a swirled background standing in front of a girl with her back to you, holding what looks like an AK-47.
Oh, I see. They have the AK-2047. But looking around,
Nice.
Rio will just look into each one of their comrades' eyes and just, so, do we take this job? Po' boy. Could we
Yeah.
wet your whistle?
The
Can we
whole,
get your
the
beak wet?
old, can you wet my whistle?
Oh God.
I don't know if it's the lag or if it's just part of your character that you constantly interrupt people, but I am here for it.
You know I'm in the market, always in the market for a new trilby. Them things are expensive. Gonna get one with a feather next. I'm in.
A real dandy.
You know it.
I do.
That's why in some circles they call me Dandelion.
Already breaks eye contact. Like, no, enough of that. Please, God, please get me out of here. Looks over pleadingly towards Proxy and Seven, like, please don't leave me alone with him. Please.
Proxy pulls some papers out of a pocket and sifts through them and finds a few bills that he still hasn't paid from who knows how long ago. And he looks up, takes a bite out of the chicken leg that he brought with him, and he says, as long as the money's good, so am I.
Seven leans back, blows their bangs out of their eyes, and just nods.
I don't know who's more cringe.
You're all competing for first place. I love it, though. Never change. So Rio will look down at the pad and click the green accept and then wait for further information.
Oh, shoot, someone else already accepted.
The job's gone. All right, guys, we'll get him next
Episode 2.
6 months later, there's a new job. The same leg, stolen
The
again.
same job.
All right, this time, click.
So actually, there was an identical leg in another building.
Yeah.
What are the chances?
This time,
Yeah.
we meet in the park.
It's a shame the fig wasp burned down.
Yeah.
The
So,
infestation.
so Rio, as you accept, you are sent a location of a drop box about 2 blocks from where you are to stock up on weapons and gear or heading in the club.
All right. I believe we have a means of gearing up provided by our employer. Rio will slip like 100 credits to the bartender just for putting up with our bullshit. And just like wasting their time. And then just usher everyone outside. What kind of car does everyone drive, though? I'm a little bit curious.
I really hope Pull Boy walked here.
Boy.
Or drives just like the ultimate beater, like a Toyota Corolla from 1991 that's still running somehow.
I think Proxy took the bus, to be perfectly honest.
That's fair. That's fair.
No rush at all.
I mean, you're already
think
late.
Po'
What's a few more minutes?
There you
Po'
go.
Boy showed up on a Vespa that you're not quite sure he owns.
When did you get that, Po' Boy?
When did I not?
Forget I asked. Seriously, forget I asked.
What does that even mean? Sorry.
I'm still developing his personality, guys. I don't know what he's like.
Oh, we noticed. Yeah.
Anyways, if you'd like
Right.
to all get in my car, we can go there together and get this going.
Seven gets it.
My character, Proxy, is going to call shotgun.
I like to think you and Po' Boy both compete for it, just like shotgun, fuck. And that's just a thing
I
with
don't
you
even
two.
think Seven tried.
Yeah.
Seven just went for the back door.
Welcome
Like-
to Duality.
like ready
Are
to
we
just
in
sit in the middle.
or outside of the car?
Oh.
Yeah, we all climb into the car, whatever seat. Po' Boy doesn't care which seat, but there's just one very, very important thing. Is just as the final door closes, you just hear Po' Boy say, "Hey, Proxy, you got any more of that pocket chicken?"
That's a good question. He
speed off?
fishes around for a little while. Excuse me. And he pulls out some jerky. And he says, the chicken's mine. But here you go.
Is that turkey jerky?
Can I actually get some of that jerky? Rio's like
Tears the
reaching
one
back,
piece
like,
of
please.
He tears the one piece of jerky in half and hands one to each of you.
Oh, thank God. Love a good jerk.
Just start mowing down on the jerky.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind watching me masticate. and just like hits the accelerator and gets us the fuck out of here.
Please.
Please don't masticate while you're driving.
Oh, jeez.
You know, I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't
This
kidding
wasn't
when
it.
I said it's always a surprise.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, so Matt, get us out of here, please.
All right. So, you've all heard stories about the Dragon's Den, and even the best of them paint it as a very dangerous place. Guarded around the clock and home to some of the dirtiest criminals in Neo Eternus, rumored to be an impenetrable fortress. But rumors are often exaggerated. You know the main door is the clearest path, but Rio, you get an update as you're approaching destination that makes mention of an access door through the subway tunnels. Still in use, people could cause problems, but it could get you in undetected.
Did we get a chance to go by the Dropbox to gear up?
Yeah, I presume you're stopping along the way.
Okay.
Wait, you guys didn't bring all of your gear with you in your pockets?
Just every pocket.
Just
You look
pocket,
down
yeah.
and you see Rio's like sheer, like kind of like almost dress, and there's no pockets on it. It was very fashionable, but there are 0 pockets, and they just shake their head. No, I need to gather a vest and a few things before we go.
I don't know what you mean, Proxy. I am my own gear.
Sorry, I didn't actually say that in character. I meant that out of character, but I just imagine I used a character voice for that.
Okay, so Po' Boy McGillicuddy imagines your character saying it and then says that out loud to himself,
There you go.
unnerving everyone.
Just to like get this a little bit back on track. So basically we have discovered a secondary entrance into this place if we want to.
Yep, you receive a notice that you could gain access through, like if you went down to the city's subway system. There is a maintenance tunnel that could bring you up into the bar.
Can I use an intuition roll or a preparation roll to kind of figure out if that's seems like a good idea?
Yeah, go ahead and make an intuition roll for me.
All right, intuition. That is an 8.
All right, so as an 8, you know that because it's still in use, the odds of you getting in there unnoticed could be decently high. Like anybody can wander around a subway, and you know that most people around here won't make eye contact. They're going to look at the ground and keep walking. The noise of the subway, though, could alert people coming in the maintenance stairs.
Okay.
Could I create like a sound dampening barrier or something like that with creation, like foam panels using garbage around?
Yeah, out of subway tunnel garbage, you could absolutely give that a go.
Is there an aid mechanic, Matt, or no?
There is, but it's usually with resource points for
Gotcha.
bigger things.
Gotcha.
Okay. That's a 10 on the die, and I add my 2 for creation for a 12. Is that right?
Yeah, so a 12 is a major boon. So picking up all your supplies and heading down to the subway tunnel, Rio kind of shows you around where the entrance is. And as expected, most people don't give a second glance, except for Po' Boy gets some odd looks from women passing by that give him a wide berth.
It's the hat.
It is the hat.
It's too much for them.
Jeez, please no.
So 7, as you're walking through, you can see different blankets that have been discarded in the tunnels, or people's clothing that they forgot, and happen across somebody's band bag where you see 3 blankets that have been sewn together, and you're relatively sure that you could cover the door and keep it pinned in place while the door is open, dampen any sound from following you up the stairs.
They will make that happen then. They will do that.
As you clear the maintenance tunnels, you find yourself in the restroom of the small bar in the basement of the Dragon's Den.
Oh, thank God, I say as I walk over to one of the stalls.
Nice.
I'll just be a minute. Don't worry about me.
Everybody be cool. Act like you've been here before.
In a bathroom? I couldn't
Yeah, I
pass.
was just thinking the same thing. In the bathroom.
God. So
I'm so sorry, Matt.
don't, you're fine. So moving further in, lights flash on a dance floor in the far corner, drawing your eyes to it and past all the scattered tables. Along the wall to your left, there are 4 long booths, only some of which are occupied. The door you exited swings on loose hinges, leading away from the bathroom. And behind the bar, over here, behind the bar sits a red door, and a man wearing a beat-up cowboy hat looks up and nods at you. You buy a drink, you sit down, and you don't make any problems. Understood? And waves you to one of the empty booths.
Rio will nod, curious what gallon hat that is, before sitting down, ordering a red wine. If they don't have that, then just whatever they have on tap.
They get red wine on tap.
Yeah, why not?
Is it Franzia? Franzia? Just get some Franzia. A delightful vintage.
Hey, you said it was a cowboy hat he's wearing?
Yes.
Yeah, eyeing that. Eyeing that. Ooh, is that the Cattleman brand style? Ooh, it's an open crown.
Do you think, Po Boy? Do you think that's a 10-gallon or a 15-gallon hat?
It's whatever it is. It's got gallons, and I want them. I'm gonna
gallons
fill those
of
gallons
I
with my noggin.
Oh Jesus!
Po Boy should start collecting hats off of
For
defeated
Detroit.
foes.
What do you mean start?
Freeman actually did say that trilbies aren't cheap and Po Boy needs more hats for money for hats. So, oh jeez.
For the
But yeah, just
briefest of moments, he shifts his trilby and you just see a beanie underneath.
yeah, Rio will just order for everyone, assuming I know their tastes. Just quietly usher everyone back to a table.
Proxy just takes whatever's available.
Okay. You can see the other 3 tables are occupied with a variety of folks enjoying a drink, sitting and chatting, and you can see their weapons very obviously on display. Billy clubs, pistols at their hip, and one that appears to have some kind of data pad attached to his wrist. Behind the cowboy at the bar, you can see a pump-action shotgun, and he is actively wearing brass knuckles on his. While the dance floor over here is pretty bumping, there's no one dancing. It appears to be, yeah, it appears to be a space where they're trying to encourage it, but the theme of the bar tends to dissuade the more active, youthful crowd for some reason. They can't quite figure it out.
Bunch of laser lights in a disco ball, and
Yep.
the floor is lighting up in different colors. Nobody's there dancing.
And no one's there.
What is the action to switch to another world?
You can glitch to change to the other world. Would you like to peer, or would you like to just move?
Is there a difference in resource cost, or is it just look?
So look and see depends on whether or not you're being sneaky about it, and disappearing is you just swap sides. As a note, you are in a room full of people, and if you vanish, they will notice.
Okay. I'm with.
But look and see. I might have a chance doing that kind of sneaky. Is I do have some. I have secrecy. As
Yeah.
one of my go-tos. So I'd be happy to try and just like what's the look and see? I don't know. I don't remember reading that part of the.
Go ahead and make
the
a
rules here.
secrecy check if you want to
Okay.
do it without being noticed.
Okay, and I just add my secrecy +1. 7.
And real quick, while Rio will nod to Po'boy, knowing that they are good at this, and we'll try to drag 7 off to the dance floor to try to create a distraction to help with if that's a thing we can kind of do here to help.
Okay, yeah, I love that. Like, all eyes on what? People are dancing in this place.
If 7 is
Turns
okay with
every
it,
head for a second.
I don't know if 7 would be okay or open.
Yeah, they'll go. They're nonplussed about it, as they seem to be with everything, but they'll absolutely follow you.
I imagine
Okay.
7's as nonplussed about dancing on the dance floor as James is.
James loves dancing.
James cuts
Not
a
at a
rug.
nightclub.
James cuts a rug, and we all know it.
All right. So Rio and 7, can I get a fitness check?
Fitness,
Is there
Ooh.
a penalty for not having?
There is no
status
penalty
bonus?
other than you could roll a 2 and fail.
I rolled a 4.
I mean, 4 is still a success.
7.
Oh yeah, this does not have the updated difficulty chart.
I take that back. 4 might be it might not be a success.
I think it's a
So
minor
4
complication.
4 is a minor
Or is it-
complication. So as you're both dancing up there, it's passable. It's good public dancing, and you see a couple folks come up and start to join you. As they do, Po'boy, you are peeking in to see the other side.
I think so. I rolled a 7. My
Okay.
trilby is pulled almost down over my nose at this point with my secrecy attempt.
In an odd series of events, Rio, you see the folks that approach look back towards your table, and you can see the glowing light of Rio peering through the fade here, see the other side. And your failure at dancing doesn't come from a lack of skill, but instead from hip checking this person to prevent them from looking directly at Po'boy while the path is open.
Nice.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on! This isn't a fucking hitting. This isn't a mosh pit. We're here to dance.
No, I am sorry. Can I roll a discourse to try to smooth this over?
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
Okay, never mind.
They eventually will back down, and Po'boy, on the other side, you see the depths of a spacious cavern. You want to go ahead and move yourself to that map quick.
Okay. Spacious cavern. Okay.
A path of rocks leading up from here. You can see, as the path escalates, a number of lizard folk patrolling around. A shaman turns and looks at you, sensing the glitch, before moving back behind a pillar of rocks and heading deeper into the cavern.
Okay. But this is just a look-see, right? So
This is just a look.
But they've caught the glitch. Or they've caught me. Shaman runs away with what are the other lizard folk doing?
The other lizard folk are just walking around and patrolling. They are armed with some basic slings and spears. Nothing terribly threatening, you don't think? Just kind of making sure what's happening in the space.
And have they caught me too? Like all of them did?
Nope.
Or
Just
just the
the shaman and not so much caught you, but caught the energy of what you're doing.
Okay.
While I'm disguising my words with holding a drink in front of my mouth, I'm going to say, "Po boy, what do you see?"
We got some real scaly types on the other side. One of them saw the glitch, took off. It's a cavern of some kind, went deeper.
Is there too many for us to take?
Good question. Is there too many for us to take, Matt?
There are 6 lizard folk. So one of the great features of Duality is that very often combat numbers equal out. There are 6 lizard folk in this room carrying swords, spears, or slings, and the shaman that wandered off. Or there are 6 folks hanging out in the bar, weapons available, and the bartender sporting a shotgun.
Okay.
Okay, and we're familiar with this sort of duality of worlds already, right?
Yes,
you
this
said that
is
early on, so.
this is what your
Okay.
group is hired for because you
Okay.
have this special ability.
Okay, in that case, Po Boy's like, well, the one that took off, kind of turns his head towards the bartender. We probably have a better chance on that side than this. Assuming my idea is that the one that the shaman is equaling the bartender. The bartender is still in the room on this side, so that's one less target.
Yeah, that's
if
the basic
if we switch
idea.
over.
Can,
Yeah.
can I safely assume that we notice the glow disappear and I bring 7 back over to the table to be part of this discussion?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Get you caught up real quick.
Can I do a Chronicles on what Po Boy described?
Yeah, go ahead and make a Chronicles check for me.
I think that's a 7.
Okay. That's a decent success. So, thinking on what's on the other side, you know a little bit about lizard folk. Often, if they're setting up in an area, especially in a deeper cavern, like they may be serving as guards for something other than lizard. You know that they're often not necessarily pressed into service, but awed into service as though serving in religious fervor.
So is this kind of like kobolds and dragons, just to tie it back to like more traditional D&D?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So there's
Okay,
probably, okay.
You do know that the leader of the gang is called the Dragon. Hint,
Right.
hint, foreshadow.
Right.
I said that at the beginning of this. But anyway,
Hint, foreshadow. It's a giant gecko.
Well, before
It's just
we
the Geico
hop
gecko.
realities, we should keep in mind that most lizard folk are in the service of something larger, bigger, probably more dangerous in this case, one could imagine.
Like a toque to a sombrero.
I wish
Yes,
that you made
an
sense.
apt simile. We all know that toques are more dangerous than sombreros. Thank you for clarifying that.
For
the
our
rest of
American
us.
listeners, toques are the Canadian beanie.
Is Po Boy's special ability just hats?
It is now.
Is the only person in the reality who knows the difference between a trilby and a fedora.
Yep.
God.
The more I watch Gabe vibrate at all the stupid hat jokes, the more I'm gonna make them if I can.
You just watch Rio's purple eyes like flicker for a second, like as the light goes out, and then before coming back on. I'm having
Like
so
an
much fun. I love you guys.
I love it. Oh boy, is awful. I love him.
But yeah, Rio will take a moment to take in the surroundings. I believe that we could step into the bathroom and swap to the other side without being noticed immediately.
Right, we should all go at the same time. It's not
I
obvious
was just
that we-
thinking
we
how
should
funny it
hold
is that we all.
We should hold hands. Yes, we should hold hands and then just pass each other toilet paper underneath the stalls when we run out.
Hey, look, the music's blaring. Why don't we just form a conga line? Head for the urinals.
Do we
Hey.
really imagine that slipping out one at a time would be less conspicuous than the four of us slipping in from the bathroom all at the same time?
That does
Are
make
we
more sense.
ignoring that particular fact?
Yeah. No.
I'm really curious how Po' Boy came to that conclusion, but I don't want to talk to him more than I have to, Sevens. I'm just letting him run wild at the moment until we get to the other side and hopefully he's eaten by a dragon.
Understood.
Hey, you'll get a larger cut that way, I guess.
I think
More
Proxy
research
is
grants for me.
Proxy's just gonna stand up and say very loudly, "Oh, this drink just goes right through me," and then kind of shuffles his way over to the bathroom.
Rio just palms to the face, just as hard, so hard. Maybe a concussion happening here.
Po' Boy follows. Po' Boy follows your lead. And just stands up and goes, "Oh, these spicy wings just go right through me." Just goes to the washroom.
At this point, Rio's hands have apparated through the back of their skull, and they're just done. They glance over at Seven.
And I think Seven's gone. I think Seven used all the commotion to roll with infiltration to just slip out of reality in the booth.
Okay.
That's a 10 on the die with 1 infiltration is an 11.
Oh my goodness.
So
Oh,
you
okay.
turn around and 7 is just gone.
So 7.
Po' Boy's imagining Seven and goes, "Oh, these photons go right through me."
I'm so sorry, man.
No, you're fine.
Oh, no,
So
no.
7, that is a minor boon on infiltration glitching. Is there something in the bar, table, a chair, a person you would like to bring with you?
A cattle prod.
Just bring me, please. Get me out of here. God damn it.
Bring me.
Yeah, a cattle prod or some sort of like taser weapon. I don't think they have an interest in killing, but they definitely want to hurt as badly as possible.
Okay.
The Batman approach.
So as you stand up and slip out of the space that you're in, you palm a small grenade that you bought behind the bar as you shift to the fantasy realm and see it turn into a firebomb scroll.
Oh.
Sweet.
So if I can ask a question, so do we change at all to match the fantasy setting, or are we still like whatever we were before?
That is up to you. So each person can decide how does shifting to the fantasy realm change your appearance. Does Po' Boy keep
got
his trilby?
I think Povey's trilby becomes a tricorn, but
Oh, I was thinking the
beyond that.
Robin Hood hat. I was thinking the Robin Hood hat.
Oh, the Robin Hood hat.
I don't know.
oh yeah. that's
Freeman,
good
how do
too.
you not know the name of this hat off the top of your head? Like where a hat
Oh,
goes.
I don't know. What is Robin? Google. What is the Robin Hood hat?
Anyways, as Freeman is Googling that, Rio is just going to stand up, sigh, and go, "I get IBS from my friends," and then just walk into the bathroom.
And
Oh.
Rio, as you're walking into the bathroom, you hear the bartender shouting, "Where the fuck did you get food?" as the door shuts behind you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. And then now we're in the bathroom, door closed. We can now attempt to glitch over.
Oh yeah, you can glitch at
do it.
any point. Yeah.
Any point. Okay. We're just trying to make sure it's
just
not obvious.
noticeable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so on the other side, Rio's still bald, but has like a dark, smoky eyeshadow, and the tattoos, instead of being digital, are more like tap or hand method, like traditional like tattoos, still covering. And the tech wear dress that they were wearing shifts into more of a silken gown that's still like embroidered and still very nice.
How long did it take Rio to get a good smoky eye?
Oh God, long enough that
whole
like
trip.
you appreciate the effort that was put in.
Okay.
'Cause, without giving a number, because I've never given myself smoky eye, only other people have, so I don't know.
That's fair. Po boy, what happens with you on the other side?
Oh, so Po' Boy walks into a stall or whatever area he can find a plunger and a toilet brush, and
I don't
picks
like
up
where
one
this
in
is
each
going.
hand, ready to go to the fantasy world and see what these become, and looks over at whoever's nearest and says, "You like my trilby? Wait till you see my bicocket," and just it's over, because that's the name of the Robin Hood hat.
Oh, Jesus.
Are we allowed to say that on the internet?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
By
okay.
cock it.
And his
Yep.
bicocket has this magnificent feather on it that he's jealous of on the other side.
What color?
He's jealous of his own hat. And I'm hoping that I guess it's up to you, Matt, what these toilet brush and plunger turn into.
So, fuck, I don't even. You know, every
So I was-
time there's shit I'm not prepared for.
I'll give you what I
Okay,
was
so the
thinking,
plunger
at
is-
least for the toilet brush, is that it turns
Okay.
into like a morning star because it's
Yeah,
spiky
yeah,
and on the end.
And then the
Just
plunger
turns into a badger hair toilet brush.
Covered porcupine quills.
Yeah, so
Hey,
everything is
tie-in.
roughly the same across worlds. So I'm gonna say that you have some kind of scrubbing brush, and your
But it's like
plunger.
from a royal toilet.
Yeah.
Going on the cob, attached
Yeah.
to a stick.
Your plunger shifts into a molded rubber, looks like a carpet beater
Oh,
to,
carpet
to
beater.
burn all the
Okay,
dust
cool.
out. Yeah.
Nice. Hey, I feel like that could do some damage.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, and then the other one's okay. He just looks down and is like, "Well, it's worth a try. You never know."
All right. 7. On the other side, firebomb scroll in hand. How has your appearance changed in the fantasy realm?
Those techno-organic pustules that are filled with like little nanobots on the cybernetic side just become actual boils and pustules. So as soon as they land, they immediately start wrapping themselves up, so they present as the Invisible Man.
Okay.
Just all bandages.
Okay.
Ooh.
And Proxy, what's going on with all your
So-
pockets?
Yeah, as soon as Proxy gets into the bathroom, he starts pulling stuff out of his pockets, and he pulls out like a metal barrel, pulls out like a stock, basically starts assembling a rifle out of parts that he's pulled out of his pockets. And then as the closer it gets to being done, his image starts to shimmer, and then he shifts over into the fantasy realm, and he is now basically just a dwarf. A
Holding
dwarf
a rubber
with,
chicken?
while holding a bow and arrow.
Oh, okay.
And then he's got just a full-on handy haversack or something on his back, a bedroll, all sorts of stuff, adventuring gear strapped to his back.
wicked.
I was
And
absolutely
bow
picturing
in
a
hand.
crossbow.
Sorry, did I say bow? I meant crossbow. Obviously, that makes a lot more sense. He is attaching like the string and the hook and the whatever. I don't know how crossbow works. He is assembling a crossbow
The winch
as
to
he
pull
shifts
back,
over.
So Proxy is just like too many backpacks.
Pretty much, yeah. He's just got all the gear, all the adventuring gear.
Okay. Other than 7, none of y'all were quiet coming in to a room filled with lizard folk.
Nope.
No, I did go in pretty boldly. I have to admit.
So
Lizard folk just staring at you, holding a fucking badger hairbrush and a fucking carpet beater.
fucking rug beater.
you see them
Wearing
start
my magnificent bicocket. Thank you very much.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
You see them start to scatter about the stalagmites that dot the floor. As water drips into pools, they rush through it and start shouting, "Intruders! Intruders!"
No. We're supposed to be here. We're supposed to be here.
You here to meet with the shaman?
Yes.
Go ahead and make a discourse check for me. And while Cam does that, one of the important things about being a fail-forward system, Duality will allow you to do this, and you can say you are there to meet with the shaman. Now, you have a major boon. In this instance, all of the lizard
Oh,
folks
you rolled a
stop.
12?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a 12 result.
All of the lizard folks stop and take a knee, looking towards Rio, and start to hum in unison as they point, before one stands and says, "Very well, a new shaman. Please," and points towards the back of the cavern. Now, as a note, since we're talking about the rules of duality, this can go a few different ways. Something like a minor complication would be one of the lizard folk being able to signal the shaman, casting a spell using a whistle. A major complication would be the lizard folk agree to escort you to the shaman. In this instance, with a major boon, you are pointed in the correct direction and allowed to go on your way.
Wicked. Enemies still at our backs, but
Major complication would be like them tagging along with us to like watch this all type of thing.
Yeah. So major complication is they you are clearly
agree.
here by special means, and you're gonna do the thing, which is the goal of the game, and then they just make sure that you reach your destination safely.
Okay. So Rio will gesture, harmonizing with their hum, and then quietly but quickly stride forward in the direction they point towards the shaman.
All right. The direction they point is the far side of the cavern, where you can see a dimly lit opening. Light flares through the opening with rhythmic consistency reminiscent of breathing. As the final... Go ahead.
yeah, I didn't catch the end of that.
Yeah, it cut out.
Of breathing.
All right. Thank you.
As the final chamber opens before you, the heat in the space is painful to deal with. Sweat begins to drip from your brow almost immediately on entering the room. The rhythmic flames burst forth from what first appears to be a collection of red stone before your eyes adjust, taking in the large red dragon that lays before you.
Ooh, baby.
Oh boy, yeah.
I'd like to run my grubby little hands through Proxy's pockets and attempt to create some sort of flame retardant or flame proof cloak, just with the heat increasing.
Okay. All right, Rio, roll Roll creation to run them pockets.
All right. Oh, 6.
6 is a success. So as you go through and rummage through proxy bags, candy haversack here. Trademarked? Is that trademarked?
Probably.
I-
That's a pretty specific
Bag of
word.
holding.
That's fair. All right. As you rummage through Proxy's apparently bottomless bag,
There
The
you
Hey.
footy giver duffel.
footy giver duffel. Great.
Why are you here?
To go to Pear Wasps. Big Wasp.
No,
Giver
never
duffel.
pair.
Pear
Never
wasp.
pair. Always big.
Big was.
No, Pear got said first and it's stuck. That's it.
It's
That's all it's in here
that's
now.
what I wrote down.
Yeah. Amazing. I am happy you're here. This is you're making me laugh a lot.
That is why I'm here.
Amazing. So as you run them pockets, you do come across a few different items and cobble together. Are you attempting to make one just for yourself or something to shield the party?
I think with the 6, I might have been trying to help shield the party, but I only make enough for myself. Just like I don't find enough of the materials, and it's like, what is this? The silvery thing that's used in emergency blankets?
Mylar.
Mylar?
Yeah. And so like, yeah, there's still like, just like a silk cotton blend of fabric that I'm able to fashion into a cloak, unless you say otherwise. But I think that with a 6, I probably only get 1.
Okay. Yeah, so you are able to quickly fashion a cloak to protect yourself from the heat. And as you do, the dragon watches you and paws at its hoard. Who are you to enter this chamber and look upon my hoard? Amongst
I
the
gently
items,
put down the brush. Just want to say that the brush, and I kind of like cowboy hand over my tonic, my side
Okay.
surprise.
as you look over the hoard, you can see a rather tall boot laying at the top of the pile, as though a recent addition. And using your connection between the cyberpunk and fantasy worlds, you can feel the pull of your objective.
Do we swap back to the other one to see where we are now?
Can I do another
Do y'all want to
secret
fight a
look-see?
dragon?
I'd
That-
imagine we're behind the red door.
Yeah.
You
Okay. So
would be.
Can I do
um,
another secretive look-see?
I do want to talk to the dragon. No, because we've worked together on many jobs in my brain. So like I know that as the hand is shaking over the tonic, that Po Boy is probably trying to sneak a peek, and I don't know my chances of beating a dragon at this, but I would like to maybe discourse or something, whatever you feel is correct, storyteller, to try to distract this dragon just into like platitudes of like how great they are, and just we're coming to pay respects and things like that.
Okay, so your goal is to buy time for Po Boy, right?
Correct.
All right, Rio. How do you engage the dragon? What platitudes do you offer? What words are you giving the dragon in place of a roll?
As soon as that's done, could I roll intuition on their success?
Yeah.
Would I have any clue as to this dragon's name or titles? Can I do an intuition roll before I go into this, or?
You could make a Chronicles check for me.
All right, let's give it a try. 10.
10. Okay. So You recognize this dragon as Murit the Clever.
Merit Clever, we come before you in supplication to bring you honors and new treasures. We know that you are a clever and insightful dragon, and we come to learn and to help you grow your hoard. And I can keep going if you want, but I don't know how long you want me to
That's
keep
fair.
empty platituding.
You see the dragon puff up a bit as you talk about how intelligent and wonderful he is. I do enjoy the assistance of others. I hear you are blessed to commune with our shaman. Before we accept, what treasures do you offer?
And Rio will start digging around in Proxy's backpack and pockets and just like finding any random thing. There was a rubber chicken that didn't get fucking transformed. It pulls it out. It just does a slow squeak.
Can I do something while Rio is doing this?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to, while Rio is rifling through my pack, I'm gonna also rifle through my pack under the pretense of helping look for something valuable to give. But what I'm actually doing is I am basically making a grappling hook that I can shoot out of my crossbow, so that I can try to grab onto that boot and get out of here if we have to. So if you want me to make a crafter check, I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead and
Or
make
a creation check, rather.
for me.
Yeah. All right, that is an 11 on a creation check.
An 11. All right. So not only are you able to put together this grappling hook, you hinge it so that it can grab around objects.
Okay.
Proxy, what is the coolest item that you carry?
Oh man. Cool as in sentimental value, or cool as in objective value?
Cool as in how the dragon
entertain
might
this dragon.
interpret. Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna say that in the cyberpunk world, the coolest thing that I had on me was I had like a computer tablet that is plated in gold and can like project images of stuff. So it's just like a really, really valuable looking computer type thing. And so maybe the way that would translate into the fantasy world is a golden tablet that can create illusions.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
cool as fuck. Wicked.
So as you complete the grappling hook, you see Rio as your hands come out. Proxy pulls the grappling hook from the bag and brushes something that was covering this golden orb. And Rio, as your hand touches it, what illusion does it create? What is Rio thinking about right now?
Well, Rio is thinking about finding something that is going to inflate this dragon's ego, and so the illusion is a pile of like gilded books, where the books that have like the gold on the edges of the pages.
Okay.
And are just like encyclopedias and dictionaries and thesauruses, like just every sort of like knowledge-based book that they can think of.
There's
So
just
as you're-
one golden rubber chicken on the top, you can't get it out of your head.
It's the
Still making
golden
that roll?
rubber chicken. It just a little squeak, yeah.
So
No.
you accidentally look at Po' Boy, and it's just a fucking hat.
Just a gold-plated bicocket.
So yeah, as you brush up against the orb, you see this amazing library's worth of books appear in the space around you. And the dragon looks and is like, how do you do such things with no words? What is it you have there?
Oh, great Merit. This is a magical item found afar, brought to you to bring you happiness and to supplicate ourselves before you. It is a magical item that will show you what you most desire and bring it to reality.
And you feel a puff of steam blow across you as the dragon reaches out a claw for the orb.
Rio bows, holding the orb above their head in supplication.
At this point, can I do my look-see across?
Yeah. So, Po' Boy, peeking across, are you being sneaky?
I am.
Okay.
I rolled terribly, though. I rolled a 6.
No, you're all right.
Mm.
A 6 is still a success. So peeking into the space on the other side, you hear a number of people laughing and can see a packed room where there are storage lockers on each wall, each with a guard standing next to it. At the back of the room, there's a large desk with a woman holding a shotgun and arguing with a man standing next to her. She appears to be holding the cybernetic leg.
Okay. So, sorry, in the dragon room, is the shaman in there?
Yes, the shaman is in the
with
back.
the dragon? Yeah.
And as
now
a
we have
note,
this woman and a guy with a shotgun?
so you have the woman, the guy with a shotgun, and there are 8 guards in the room. So comparative, cyberpunk world, there are 8 guards, the gentleman standing next to the gang leader and the gang leader. In the fantasy realm, there are 3 lizard folk patrolling with spears, the shaman, and the dragon.
So individually, they have different levels of power, but collectively, they're equal across the world. Is this the idea, right?
Yep. Yeah, so obviously the actual fucking dragon has more health than the woman standing in the back of a room.
Right.
But over the course of it, everything does equal out. And
is the guy with the shotgun the bartender?
No, it is a secondary support person.
Okay. Is he wearing a hat?
He is not wearing a hat. He is carrying
shaman wearing a hat.
The shaman is wearing a
I hate where this
bandana.
is going.
Does that count?
I mean, headwear
Is a bandana
is
hat?
okay. That's
a question.
Yeah, is a bandana hat? It's the same question as is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. So she's got the leg, he's got a shotgun, and there's 8 guards.
Yep. And so similarly to the balance of enemies, the gang leader is holding the leg, the dragon is holding the boot. They are the same item if you acquire one or the other. Beat your goal.
Right. And just under my breath, if I might have to roll a secrecy check again, I'll just kind of quickly say more bodies on the other side and no less firepower as he eyes the big red dragon.
Yeah, you're good. And Roxy, at what point are you going to attempt to steal the boot?
Does it seem like the dragon is distracted?
The dragon
By
is
the
is
offer.
currently off the treasure pile to grab the orb.
Okay. And sorry, is the boot still on the still on the
The
treasure
boot
pile?
is still on the treasure pile, yes.
Okay. Then, I mean, I think I'll kind of like make eye contact with the other people on my team just to make sure if anyone is like doing like hand across the neck gesture to tell me not to do this. But if nobody's doing that, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to grapple the.
If anything, I'm
Grapple the
doing
brute.
the hand wave of go for it, move
Okay.
forward, go.
you
got this.
see you see Rio like give you a small nod.
Okay. I figure at some point there's been at least one time where I jumped the gun, and so I'm waiting just to make sure nobody is like
You jump the
furiously telling me not to. So then I'll go ahead and
jump the
make whatever check you think
what
is
is Seven
appropriate
doing?
for that.
I'm curious what Seven's doing right now.
I don't think Seven's paying too much attention to anything that's happening. I imagine they've pulled out like a book and maybe they're trying to do a chronicle check on Red Dragon specifically, if we know.
I thought you were gonna say they're doing a crossword.
sure.
I also
Oh,
Gotta get in my daily Wordle.
What are the questions or what are the clues on a fantasy crossword? I wonder.
I might be able to send you one.
Yeah,
This
7.
rotates.
Go ahead and make a Chronicles check.
That's a 4.
All right. So, as you look through the book, you do come across a good chunk of information. Obviously, red dragons are known for breathing fire, and typically, the more intelligent dragons will take to the air to hit multiple enemies at once before landing. The important part that you uncover, Foxy, can you go ahead and make an attack roll to
using
grab
my
the
combat
boot?
bonus.
Yep, so this is going to be roll 2d6 plus your combat bonus.
7.
Okay. So, Proxy, your grappling hook works as intended. Right as you hear 7 say, "Oh no," reading the passage that dragons and their treasure are magically linked, and they are aware when their treasure pile is disturbed. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Real quick, doesn't initiative determine what world you start in?
Yeah, we're going to get
It
into
does,
that in a couple seconds.
Oh.
fuck.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, wait, this isn't
Oh,
going
no.
the way we want it to.
So, one of the most important parts is regardless of what world you are in, you always can keep in contact with each other. In Duality, when you are rolling initiative, 10 and higher, you get to choose which world you start in. On a 6 to a 9, start in the world opposite what you are currently in. And for a 2 to a 5, you start in the world you are in. So,
Shoot.
I think we all just left
Rio,
left Po Boy behind.
Rio, Proxy, and 7, you find yourselves back in the cyberpunk world. In a very small room with 8 guards, each standing next to a munitions locker. And a woman at the back of the room dominating the space behind the desk as a man stands to her left and moves into a back corner. Well, this is something quite unexpected. Didn't think you were just going to pop in here, but you made quite the ruckus out in the... You with the stolen chicken. So what is it you want? Go on, speak up.
Okay, so hold on a second. So did I get the boot or not? I guess the question is, am I currently holding the cybernetic leg, or
Right,
did something else
flip
happen
in
because
with
I'm in
the
a
leg
different
in your
world?
hand.
That is a good question.
Oh boy.
Right.
You did successfully grapple the boot. So as you shift to the cyberpunk world, Proxy, coat and all, you are standing holding the stolen cybernetic leg.
Amazing.
And as this woman finishes her sentence, you see her level a double barrel shotgun at your chest. So I'm just going to go ahead and write everybody down in order,
Okay.
and then we'll get started.
Rio looks over. Cheese it?
I mean,
Rio, important for you to know, you are no longer holding the orb.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Oh boy's name for him. That's going right
what?
into repressed bank. That's out. That's gone.
Yeah.
That shit's going so fast.
oh boy, McGillicuddy. I should have done that voice.
Freeman, known for his lack of voices.
Yeah.
All right.
I've only got one or 20.
Rio, you are first in initiative. Standing in this space, you can see the guards all around you pointing weapons towards you as the dragon in this world threatens Proxy with a double barrel shotgun. So a little bit about combat in Duality. Everybody gets 3 exertions. You may use those exertions to do things like move, attack, aim. I have a whole list of them because that's how the rules work, right?
Oh, okay. I did.
But of course.
But
Wait.
of course. Wait, did I not
I-
actually put the fucking... Oh, I did. Okay.
I know that token. That's an android from Pathfinder 2E. You can't fool me.
Yep.
Um,
sure is.
So during combat, you can make a combat move as one exertion, allowing you, in Theater of the Mind instances, to move one range category, whether that is near, far, or distant. I'm sorry, engaged, near, far, or distant. You can take aim. So taking aim removes your penalty for making a distant strike. If you do not take aim, you take a -1 penalty to your roll for each range increment that you are away from the target. You can make a close strike. Obviously, you're going to punch somebody in the face. You can use an item. So available to 7, you have that grenade in Cyberpunk World. Or you can unleash your unique exertion. A more powerful use of your abilities that could culminate in a large attack. Could be a way to distract enemies, convince people to flee. And one of the latest features we've added is combo move, where multiple players can spend resource point at one time. So for example, if 2 players wanted to join Rio in a combo attack, 3 of you would each spend a resource point and describe how you attack together, take down whatever enemy you're targeting.
Okay, so since I am first, I want to just go full flashbang and tattoos go off to try to blind this person and all the people around me. And I think since we've established that we've been on multiple jobs, like everyone in my crew kind of knows that's my ammo. Like the second a fucking weapon is pointed at any of us, it's just
It's
and
yeah,
just like
it's
it's just
blind
like
time,
yeah, it's blind time. Like fuck all of this, because Rio is not much of a fighter, but knows how to like use cover, knows how to use angles, and knows how to blind people. So I would like to just attempt to just tattoo flares, digital script just speeds up, and light the lumens just go through the fucking roof as I like push these tattoos to their limit and attempt to blind everyone in the room.
Okay. So, spending a resource point and using an exertion to do this, you all see Rio start to glow. at flashlight intensity first, as Seven and Proxy close their eyes, well prepared what is about to happen. And lighting up like a neon sign in a darkened room, the room fills with technicolor light. And you see the gang leader cringe in pain as her eyes turn violently, and hear two bodies hit the floor. And when the light returns to normal, the two mooks closest to the gang leader are on the ground, holding their heads like they just looked at the sun for 5 minutes.
Oh, boy. Wow.
That's brutal.
Metal.
In the distance, you hear a rubber chicken go off. No. No, but yeah. Is that how many? Is that 3 actions or 3?
That
exertions?
is
Excuse
that
me?
is one exertion. You have 2 remaining, and as a note, because you spent a resource point in the cyberpunk world, you no longer have a combat bonus here.
That is completely fair. I did what I came to do. I am going to cheese it for the door and attempt to open it, and if it doesn't open, unlock it.
Okay. You can cheese it for the door, and you walk out to see you are standing behind the bar in the Draconic Brotherhood's club. To your left is the dance floor, and straight ahead of you is a room full of armed patrons.
And the bartender with the cowboy hat?
The bartender with the cowboy hat is immediately to your right.
Yeah. Somehow I don't think Rio is going to try and grab that hat for me.
Rio snatches the hat and pulls it in front of his eyes. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't tease me like that.
No, Rio will spend their last exertion to. You said that was one exertion to get outside?
Yep. Yes, you've gone from near to far. You could go from far to distant.
I would like to. Can I use an exertion to calm everyone in here and basically kind of lie to them, be like, it's all handled inside there. They just needed to talk to us for a second. Or is that not a part of?
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
Well, you hear
and,
going in the other room going, my eyes, my eyes.
They saw some really weird porn. Don't mind them. Okay.
Go ahead and make a discourse check as you try to explain the security guards uncovering 4chan.
God, that's a 7.
Okay. So you can hear as the patrons kind of look from one to another, and they don't entirely buy what you're selling, but they're leaving. Whatever is happening, to see you come out of the room and start making excuses as they hear people scream in pain,
Not
they
their
want
business.
no part of it.
Yeah, not their business. Sir, good enough.
Not paid enough.
The bartender, however, reaches up on the shelf and grabs the pump action shotgun and is going to
Easy there.
join combat
Easy
at the
there.
bottom of the round.
No, please.
Nice.
No.
Reconsider. 7, it's your turn.
How many exertions are they from the being back in the bar?
So 7 is currently in the cyberpunk world. It would be one combat move to get you out to the bar next.
Okay. 7 will turn to Proxy.
Yeah.
You should make a break for it. As she looks down, or as it looks down at the grenade they're holding. And 7 will delay if that's a mechanic.
Yeah, you're gonna you and Proxy are at the same initiative. So you can intermix your expenditure of
Or you can combo
exertions.
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Okay. So, Gabe, my plan is combat move out of the room, unleash, spending that resource point to infuse that grenade and kind of supercharge it with a little bit of magic from the fantasy land. And then third, to use an item and just toss the grenade into the room.
Okay. I'll just have one of my exertions interspersed in there just to run out of the room holding onto the leg.
Okay, so 7 and
Maybe shut the
Proxy
door.
both book it from the room, and you see 7 focus and charge this grenade that starts to glow with arcane fire. And as 7 throws it in the room, Proxy shuts the door. Just a nice slow.
This is
I
so
don't want to
sick.
see what's in here.
This is so sick.
Perfect.
Ah.
And if the
I
people
fucking love
running
this
out of the bar needed another reason, they just got it.
Pretty much. So, spending your resource point increases the amount of damage and the range of grenade that you just set off. So, Po Boy, you see some interesting things. As you can hear your friends talking, you see this purple light flash around each of the patrolling guards and the shaman as they drop. Arcane fire burning through between the worlds and consuming the fuel that is their body.
All the guards and the shaman?
All the guards and the shaman.
Amazing.
Just the dragon remains.
So is it safe to say, I don't know how it's going to go down for me, is it safe to say that the dragon was like facing the majority of us and then Proxy went in behind the dragon, stole it, now the dragon's turned around and is facing away from me? Not
So
looking at
Proxy
me?
didn't have to go in to get it because he,
Okay.
Right.
he
I was
made
using
a
a grappling
grappling hook.
Oh,
a grappling hook bolt.
Oh.
So the dragon is full on staring at you, and it is the
well.
dragon's turn.
Oh, shit. I thought it was mine.
Nope.
No.
Proxy, I believe you have 1 exertion left, and then that will bring us to the dragon's turn.
Sure. Let me just ask, do I think that there's anything that I can do with this cybernetic leg? Does this leg do anything special that I might be able to take advantage of, or would my best use be just using it as a club if I wanted to use it as some sort of either a weapon or something to create a
You could best
diversion or
use it as a club unless you are prepared to... Unless Proxy is prepared to cut off his leg and stick on the cybernetic leg.
Oh gosh, when you put it
have
that
like
way.
a quick, doesn't have a quick pelvic
don't.
attachment for a third leg?
No.
Then I think I will use it as a club to try and hit the bartender that is reaching for his shotgun.
Okay. So go ahead and make an attack roll, which is just 2d6 plus your combat bonus.
Oops. This one. Whoops, that's -1. That is a 13.
A 13.
Yes.
All right. So you swing out with the cybernetic leg, holding onto the foot, and watch as it plops into the side of this man's head. And you see the portion of it that would attach at the mid-thigh begin the attachment process, believing that it is going to be attached to the leg. And hear the groans and screams of this man
Oh, no.
before the leg releases, realizing that there is not the correct nerve connection. And the bartender stares and looks at you and is like, fuck that one. You're next.
Well, that's my turn then.
All right. And that brings us back to the dragon.
Oh.
All those lovely resource points that the players spend, in Duality, resource points go to the storyteller.
Rude.
Okay.
So, how that pans out is I can offer them back to you as a way to create disparity, or I can spend them, removing them from the game to trigger unique exertion for enemies. Now, as a note, only bosses have access to this unless otherwise noted. But I feel like, the red dragon is like the ultimate boss. So-
yeah.
If he isn't, I would be more scared.
That is fair. That is fair. So you see the dragon take flight, swinging around its tail to slam into your chest. Oh boy.
Po Boy's just standing there. Everyone vanishes as this thing turns on us, and next thing you know, the thing is taking flight and is swinging its tail, and he just goes, why does everyone always ghost me?
And with the thud of that slamming into your chest, this will be the first basic attack mechanic. You take 1 damage,
Okay.
so reduce your stamina by 1.
Okay.
And then I am going to spend a resource point to unleash the dragon's unique exertion.
Oh, yeah.
You hear a rumble.
Does it wrap its tail around me and give me a cuddle?
No. You will feel nice and warm, though. You might even feel warm on the inside.
From the outside in?
That's right.
No.
You hear a rumble as the dragon begins to vibrate and opens its mouth, looking down directly at you, and unleashes a torrent of flame as it flies by. And you take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Now, as a note for folks listening, the minimum health you can have starting out is 4. And I believe the maximum is 8.
Yep.
So, Po Boy, it's your turn. How you doing?
I have a maximum of 7
Okay.
with a now current of 3. Not looking good at all. But lucky to be alive. First action is to take my Dr. McGillicuddy's Size Surprise house-made tonic and basically dump it all over myself with my mouth open, trying to cool off and drink it at the same time.
Just pour it right in the dragon wound. It's fine.
Like, oh my God, total panic setting in. And so the Size Surprise is meant to possibly either make me smaller or larger, and we agreed it would be up to the RN Jesus.
RN Jesus. All right.
Yeah.
So-
how do you want to do that?
So roll a d6. Even
Okay.
is bigger, odd is smaller. And as a reminder, you can spend an exertion to move which world you are in if you want to catch up with your friends.
Oh.
Just in case that is something I have not covered before.
Okay. And sorry, how many? I have 3.
You have 3 exertions in a turn. Yep.
Okay. Well, first one is panic. To do this is 5. I grow smaller.
Okay.
But how much smaller? That's the question. I don't know. I imagined
like a foot.
myself like taking small swigs of this, and it changes me. Now I've just dumped it all over myself. What do
Okay.
you think?
So we're going to go with a range.
Okay.
I'm going to roll 2d6.
Yeah.
2 is you shrink to about half your size. 12 is mouse size. You're going to be somewhere in that range. And the answer is 8. So you are roughly the size of
a porcupine?
Yeah, sure. Porcupine, gopher.
I'm just making a reference back to our
Some
very
sort of
first
marmoset.
collaboration for these.
Yep.
Shout out Elemento Peas. If you haven't listened, you gotta listen. It's ridiculous.
Somehow you've become a doctor with a PhD all of a sudden.
I was lockpicking the hearts of people or something. I don't remember.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I shrink down about the size of a porcupine. Thank you for that. And then immediately exert myself over to the other side, only to find a bunch of blind, dead, burning bodies with the door closed.
That is fair. An interesting thing happens when you're stressed out and glitching. I need you to roll 2d6 to see how your glitch goes.
Oh no. Okay.
So you could have a normal success, everything goes to plan, could experience a boon and end up closer to your friends, which is your eventual goal, or you could end up with a complication like glitching in at half pint size directly next to the gang leader with a shotgun.
Okay. Right. Okay, rolling just a flat 2d6.
Just flat 2d6.
6.
6 is a success. So
Okay.
you shift worlds from the exact spot you leave the fantasy realm and find yourself standing in a room still slightly on fire and can hear a woman coughing at the back of the room. Clearly
I
something
immediately
heinous has
checked
happened.
the condition of my trilby.
Your trilby is not
no.
doing great in the smoke in this room.
Oh, come on.
You see the little
You
bit
know
of
this hat needs to breathe.
you see the little bit of metal as you pop it off quick. The metal that rings the actual cap starts to tinge.
Oh no. All right, got to get out of this room. What's my visibility like?
Visibility is okay, so you can
Okay.
see the path out, and you could use your final exertion to walk out into a very interesting space right now.
Isn't the door closed? You close the door behind you, right?
Oh yeah.
Does that take me an extra exertion to like open the door,
Nope.
or I could just do it with the full move? Okay.
Yeah, you would
Yeah.
just head right out there.
Show up in this room the size of a porcupine, smoke everywhere, someone coughing, bodies all over the floor. Quickly check the trilby and just start running for the door, away from the person coughing.
Rio would like to use their reaction to stomp the small porcupine-sized trilby wearing.
Gonna stomp out that
No,
varmint.
it doesn't make it better that you're smaller. It doesn't make it better that you're smaller. Nope.
So
I'm running away from the cough under the pretense that we have done lots of missions before, and I've heard all of these characters cough, and I don't
it's
recognize
definitely not them.
them. So
Plus, you can understand us across realities.
Yeah.
Like you do
Oh, right,
know
right,
what we're
true.
saying. Yeah.
So
yeah, but let's just lean into the fact that I got hit by a dragon and I'm panicking.
So, Po' Boy, as you panic and sprint for the door, Proxy and Seven, you hear the pattering of little feet, and then a heavy thump as something slams into the door as Po' Boy jumps to reach the handle. And as the door swings open, Po' Boy's just sitting there, hanging from the handle, and drops
It's
back
an
down to
awkward
the
swing
floor.
open.
Gilgash, is that you?
Which brings us to the bartender's turn.
Yeah.
And Po' Boy lets out a sigh that's oddly high pitched, like a rubber chicken.
Proxy, you see the bartender look to Rio, look to this new tiny human Question mark.
Who's looking rough?
It's just like, you brought a fucking child in here?
The job called for it.
And just whips the shotgun around and looses a shot in Proxy's chest.
I thought you were going to say shoots a child. I was
No
too.
children allowed. Boom.
Freeman and I were in the exact same fucking brain cells at that moment. Just fucking.
That would be heinous. So the bartender whips around, shoots Proxy in the chest, and then brings the shotgun around, like uses the momentum of the kickback to swing around and not pistol whip because it's a shotgun, but
whip.
Yeah, hit Proxy in the side of the head with the stock of the gun.
Okay.
And that is the end of his turn.
How much damage did I take?
That is 2 damage, 1 for each hit.
2 damage. Okay.
Yep. And Rio, we are back at the top of the round. It is your turn.
Rio is going to survey the situation and attempt to come up with a plan. It looks like the patrons are leaving. The bartender is our current only actual obstacle, and excuse me, is going to attempt to uppercut this bartender in the jaw and steal the shotgun.
Okay. We're uppercutting bartenders.
Fuck them. Nobody needs a bartender. Like, they're literally the lowest of the low. They serve poison to people, and
You watch your mouth right now, Cam.
I would. Workers are workers.
I make delicious cocktails, and you know it.
I'm not denying that they're delicious. They can still be poison.
Oh, I didn't realize this was a personal attack. All right,
Oh,
fuck
no,
bartenders.
Oh, it very much was.
It was absolutely against Freeman. But no, I workers are workers. All right, okay. Like, I'm pro labor. I don't give a shit. I will
You
defend
hear that? Cam
any
wants
form of
everyone
labor.
to labor.
Everyone.
Moving along.
Sorry.
So do I roll a 2d6 plus 1? What am I doing?
You have spent your resource point, so you're rolling
Okay.
2d6 flat because you no longer have a combat bonus.
Wow, rude. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, you used your ability. You could go.
Oh, I used my ability too, which means I lost my resource point for the fantasy side, right?
Yep. Which makes you stronger in the cyberpunk side
Right. So that's exciting.
because you have a disparity of 1.
Okay. I adjusted the sheet. Yeah, but I'll go ahead and run 2d6. I rolled a 10. What does that do for me, Matt? Is that good?
Is a 10 good? Yeah, Cam, you're gonna do that shit right now.
Yeah, I am.
Is that good? Did I do good?
Did I
A 10 is a minor boon. So rather than taking 2 exertions to accomplish this, you swing up and punch the bartender under their chin, and they drop the shotgun into your waiting hand.
I quickly turned, leveling the shotgun at him, and racking it, and just discourse would like to, we can all leave alive today. Pick wisely.
That's easy for you to say. He just shot me in the chest.
I concur. Just kill him.
Oh, okay. That is an 8 on the discourse to like get this bartender to just leave us the fuck alone.
The bartender looks to you, looks to the burning room behind you, and can smell the burnt flesh of his compatriots. This is like, just get out. Just go to the bathroom. Just take your fucking weird chicken friend with you. Come, go, get out. Leave. Don't come back to my bar. Just go. Please.
Oh, we'll be back. We'll be back to your bar. Don't you worry about that, Annie. And just fucking takes off. Rio just takes off.
But I am
just-
not ordering spicy wings ever again.
4 adults confidently march into a washroom carrying a leg.
Roxy, quickly with the leg. Leg it, boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Leg it.
take off running whenever my turn comes around.
Yeah, so everybody moves before the bartender does anything. You can hear the movement of the gang leader in the back room as she's struggling to stand and keep going.
Imagine.
But she's not getting out this round. You can successfully, if you so choose, take the front door that the patrons took, or use the maintenance tunnels that you used to get in here.
I mean, I was
Choose
thinking
wisely.
maintenance tunnels personally. Since we got in, secretively in the first place, I figured I was assuming that would probably be the safest way to get out as well.
I'm kind of in the like if we go at the front door, burst at the
Blend
front
into the
door
crowd.
after a bunch of people, it's gonna draw more attention to us. But I'm also kind of like, if we ever have to sneak back in here, we don't want to give away with how we got in.
True.
I think
If
that's
they're watching us
not
now.
our concern. Like right
Oh,
now,
yeah,
we're just trying to get out, get our credits, and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
And
we're
the-
worried.
The
Okay.
bartender knows that there is a maintenance entrance there.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll just follow everyone's lead with my little legs.
Well, then, yeah, I'm hurrying to the bathroom to get possibly to use it, but also to get out of here.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
The IBS is kicking in.
That's just it.
Scampering away, Rio, you can reach out to your contact. Each of you is paid the agreed upon sum for the return of the leg. And that is the end of this mission. Everyone is rewarded with 3 growth points that you can use in a super secret way that is not yet released to the public. So good luck using them.
Ooh.
Or keep up and follow Duality for more release details and learn how you can make your character stronger.
Love that. Keep them on the hook.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thank you so much for that.
Nice. Can we use these
Awesome.
growth points for episode 2?
No, that's cheating. You got different characters. You got a different world.
My second character is also named Rio Mahini. They are
Yeah,
still
and
the
my
same.
mid-experience summation of this game is it's bullshit.
I actually had a lot of fun.
Yeah, no,
It
this
was
is really
so
cool.
Fun. That was so much fun.
If you enjoyed listening to this adventure, you can play it for yourselves and hopefully not be punished with trilbies and hat hunting. Find a copy available on our website for free right now at MimicsNMisfits.com/duality. It has the full adventure, including character types with 3 archetypes for each world, and you can build out everything you'll need to take on a gang or an actual fucking dragon. And who knows, will you be porcupine-sized? Will you end up setting a whole room of people on fire? What war crimes will your table commit? Let us know.
Tune in next time for session 2.